Welcome to Whiteboard Project Management YouTube channel. In this channel, you will learn the tools and techniques used in the project management in a practical way. If you are new here, consider subscription to the channel. In today's episode, we will discuss about the progress measurement of reimbursable projects. So prepare your white sheets, your cup of coffee, and let's start the session. For reimbursable projects, we always have the S-curve of the project. So we have the planned S-curve, the planned progress of the project. We have the planned S-curve. This is the plan. And we have also man-hour histogram. So we have a graph for the planned progress of the project itself, and we have a histogram plan. The histogram plan is based on the number of man-hours or number of resources planned per duration. You have the plan of the man-hours per duration, and this can be cumulated and have an S-curve as well for the planned resource along the project. So we have one graph for the plan of the histogram, the S-curve for the resource. This I will write here, this is a resource. And we have another S-curve for the percentage of work performed. The first graph is reflecting what you have in your schedule. Means the progress planned in your Primavera, in your Microsoft project or other tools or program software you are using for measuring your progress. The other one is the planned assigned resources to the project and the cost associated with that progress. Let's go first to the plan. We know that we have the Gantt chart where we plan the project, we plan the tasks of the project with link of finish to start, start to start, and so on. We have some tasks which has the float forward or float backward. Means those tasks has some deviation. They can move forward or backward and they still don't affect the project progress. Tasks that are affecting the project progress are the tasks in the critical path. So what we are saying here, we have the critical path, and we have some tasks in between which has some float in front or float behind. They can start earlier or they can start later. If I take those tasks and push them forward or backward, I have to assign my resources to those tasks, and I can do those tasks earlier or later. We take all the tasks that have floating and take them earlier to complete them earlier. So we say that this is the early start plan. The early start will be like this. This is the early start plan. How about if those tasks I push them maximum as I can because my resources are for some reason not available, so I push them to the maximum to take all the available float and push them there. To clarify this, if I have Gantt chart of 3 tasks in the critical path and I have one task here, this task has some floating in front and behind. This can be earliest start this way or latest start can be here to finish on the same date. According to the plan, exactly as per the plan, when the task is here, this is the blue line. When this task is moved to earlier start, we are doing more progress and we are finishing on the same point. When we are pushing this task to be latest start, then we are doing this other line. I have 3 S-curves. I'm in the middle of the project. Today I am here. My actual curve goes this way. What is my status according to the project? Am I late? Am I early? In today, if I am in between early start and late start, then I am okay, because my plan is this area. The whole area is my plan. How can I reflect this with the number of man hours spent? If my contract is reimbursable and my man hours are not associated to each task, means the contract is saying I will pay to you the man hours. The contract is reimbursable without ceiling, and you are spending man hours, and you need to show to your client you are in good shape of the contract, you are in good performance of the contract. This is from your Primavera or from your Microsoft project. This is your progress, and you are doing here. The actual is somewhere here. The actual man hours are more than the planned man hours. How can you compare this? I will tell you. During each period you are measuring your progress. Let's say today you are taking deviation, this delta, this plus minus which you have are different. Your plus minus delta from your set point is different. Now I will take that this is my delta 1, this is my delta 2. Delta 1 is measured here, delta 2 is measured here. My percentage of delta 1, for example, plus 2%, and my delta 2 is minus 3%. This is example only. How can I apply here? I will take simply same delta deviation, apply it to this curve. The same deviations in different periods, apply it here. I will have 2 S-curves covering the planned S-curve of my resources. I am applying the same delta deviation for each period to my man-hour S-curve. At this period, plus 2%, so I will put plus 2%. And here I have minus 3%, I will put minus 3%. And then I can say that my actual man hours is in line, even if I am taking more man hours than it's planned. I am basically in this contract putting to the client invoices, and he can say you are putting my invoices more than what is planned. So you can show him this, you can compare both, because this Gantt chart are not associated with allocated resources or assigned resources, and you have your resource sheet separate because your contract is reimbursable without ceiling, and you just specified some professions with rates, and you are actually doing good here, but you are expecting more money from me, and I will not pay you this extra hours you spend, but I'm going to pay you only the orange curve, only the plan. So you tell him, no, this is the deviation accepted based on the deviation of earliest start, latest start, and then you are okay with it, and you are reaching to your plan in date. When you look on those 2 curves and you want to be smart, from client point of view, I want to do everything early with at minimum payment as possible. For me as a contractor to make benefits, I can make the plan with maximum payment of the resources. This is not recommended at all. What is recommended? Stick with your plan and with your plan of your man hours. But in case you are deviated, then you are in the range. Thank you for watching, and See you in the next episode.